Hello, everyone. I'm Bob Savar, publisher of Palm Beach County Pickleball News, and we are a free digital newsletter twice a month covering pickleball in Palm Beach County. And I'm here with Paul Thaler from Valencia Shores. Paul is the commissioner and founder of the Pickleball Boomers League in Palm Beach County. But Paul, say hello.
Hey, hi everybody.
So before we start to talk about the league, I always like to ask fellow pickleball players, how long have you been playing and how'd you get started?
We lived in California and we were going to move to Florida. And about a week or two before we moved, they opened pickleball at one of the country clubs in Calabasas. And we went out there, my friends and I, to play. So I played 3 or 4 times. Then we moved here in 2014. Then, as pickleball developed in the county, I was asked by my community, Valencia Shores, can I establish pickleball, which meant taking away tennis courts, which caused World War III,
Right.
but we won. And now pickleball, of course, is the most popular sport in the nation, the county, and Valencia Shores.
So you started in about 214, 215?
2014,
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2000. I started playing
Right.
2014, and we built pickleball courts here. October 12th, 2017, we opened them up.
Okay. So, I live in a 55 and older community. I know all the communities are a little different. What does pickleball look like here? Is it very competitive? You have open play? I mean, how many leagues do you have?
Well, our community we have probably about 150 active players, give or
Right.
take. And there are 6 or 7 leagues in the county, of which our community partakes in 4 of them.
Okay.
And the Boomer being the biggest one for many reasons. And it's we have players here who are good. Most of the players who are good are not as good as they think, but they're good. Their
Right.
ego is a lot better than their ability. No, we have some good players. And what's nice is that a lot of the newer residents who have not played pickleball, because of its development, because of its advertising in the world as being #1 sport, and it will become an Olympic sport. I understand they all come down to play, and it's growing more and more and
Getting a
more and
lot of
more.
lot of beginners.
We have more beginners now. At first, when we first started pickleball in 2017, a handful of volunteers who have played it gave lessons to people. We had about 85 people take lessons.
Wow.
Um, and from there, it just developed. And we go into the Boomer League later. Then we started joining leagues. We also have round robins internally, and
Do you have a pro?
we have a pro. His name is Cabello.
Okay.
He's excellent, but he really is excellent.
Okay.
And he's our pro. Wonderful personality, good instructor, and we have a community of 1,143 homes, so we need that. And he helps develop the round robin tournaments that's open to all residents.
Okay. So that brings me to the Boomers League.
Yes, sir.
You didn't recognize me, but I played in the Boomers League one year.
Well,
So,
my picture's over every single court when I
okay.
play.
So tell us, when did you start it and why?
In 2019, before the pandemic, we had a Valencia Invitational Pickleball program. I set it up with 3 other communities, and we had about 9 or 10 of the Valencia communities going to do it. Then pandemic, and we had to cancel the activity, unfortunately. Then in conversation, I said, well, let's continue this and let's make a league out of it. We'll call it the Valencia League. And then we have friends who live at Tivoli Lakes, friends who live at every community imaginable, Banyan Springs, Huntington Lakes, all of them. And they kept calling, can we join your league? And what started out to be maybe a 9 or 10 team Valencia only league, now for this coming fall, we expect to have 45 communities.
Wow.
We are the largest league in the county.
And what year was this that you started this?
2020.
Okay,
I
so
think
it's
we started towards at the end of pandemic, or the first signs of pandemic. Maybe this is our 5th year coming up in the fall.
and how many players do you actually have?
Okay, we have our league. We also have an affiliated league called the
The
Premier League,
Premier
which
League.
is part of us, and together we have 2,600 players,
Wow,
and that's a real number.
that's amazing. So I get it. I just think when I think about it, it's kind of like an amazing thing that you did. I mean, you
Oh,
started from scratch. You created a league. You brought all these people in it to give them structured play. So, do you take a lot of heat, or you get a lot of credit, or
oh, you never take heat being the leader. My co-commissioner Neil Ostro is probably the best player. He lives in Boca West actually, and he helped develop the league. He's a computer genius and also the number one pickleball player. And we developed, or he developed, and he kept working with the computer company to further develop our computer. Our computer has artificial intelligence. I don't, but the computer does. Our computer has everything. We can rate a player's abilities, and therefore that enables us to create fair teams,
fair?
fair
Right,
divisions. Everybody has a better time. There's
right.
always a hitch with that, but every season it gets easier and easier. This coming fall, we expect to have about 112 teams,
Okay.
16 divisions.
Wow.
That's the goal, and the amount of work is a lot, but it's a hobby. It's a labor of love. Sometimes it's more labor, but we still love it.
So, are you still looking for more teams, or are you pretty well
More
saturated?
communities. We're
More
a community
communities,
league.
right?
We only have one team
It's a
that's
hybrid.
a hybrid team. That
Hybrid,
was because of certain circumstances,
right?
but we allow no hybrid teams. We also require a residency rule that you must live in the community or own in the community.
Okay.
Okay, and we are not the judge, jury, and executioner. I left teaching in 1971, so I'm not the dean of students anymore. Therefore, but we do check if we get complaints about various people. We also have rules about people who are paid pros. They cannot be in our
Right.
league. If you're an instructor, we have a few instructors,
Okay.
fine, no problem. And they're
Okay.
pretty honest.
Right. Right. Okay. I think you covered pretty much all the questions that I had. How do they find you? What is the web address?
Okay,
Or
we have if they want to join the league, if another community wants to join the league, you can go on to www.boomerpickleballleague.com,
boomerpickleballleague.com.
and that's our website.
Okay.
On that website, they have my information and Neil's information. Another thing I do want to give a shout out, we have our vendor partner, Diadem.
Okay.
Diadem, they are fantastic. The CEO, his uncle was the left fielder in our softball team. That's how we met him
Yeah.
5 years ago. But they've been there wearing my Diadem Boomer hat. They support us, they give us information, and we go over to their facility on Broward County Community College, and people play indoors, especially now with the summer
Right.
heat. And they're wonderful. They're fantastic.
Interesting. I just did a little mini clinic that I taught that they put on Instagram over at
Oh,
Diadem.
really? So you
Yeah,
know Gino and you know Evan, all the
I don't know
people.
that. I know the people in marketing.
Okay.
Okay, and just really nice people. Great facility. They have a nice sponsorship in our newsletter. Nice
One of
people.
the reasons for our rapid growth to our number one size, and all the leagues are good. Every league has a purpose. Let me be clear. Our league grew because we don't have a very horribly structured, as you know, because you play in
I
it.
played in.
We don't have a horribly structured information service. We are a captains league. The captains control the games. The captains are given rules and regulations, what they have to do. And our league mantra, it's really fun, social, competitive.
Okay,
Okay, and that's how we are.
fun first.
Fun first and
Fun first.
safety.
Safety.
We
Okay,
also have an advisory group of about 7 doctors. And we also have USA Sports Medicine as an advisory group of chiropractors and physical therapists that will speak at every community. They just help us out. And we're ahead of the game when it comes to things medically, chiropractically, physical therapy wise. We're ahead of the game, and these services are offered to our members and anybody actually. But these people we solicited, or they solicited us because of our size and growth.
great. Well, thanks very much, Paul. I didn't recognize you. I don't think I've seen you for a long time, but
Well,
you look
I
good.
was in a few movies.
Again, Bob Savar with Palm Beach County Pickleball News, here with Paul Thaler, the commissioner and founder of the Boomers League. Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank you very much.